Let's be real, especially for our generation. We scroll for hours, then feel guilty. We plan big, then procrastinate. We promise ourselves tomorrow, then repeat yesterday.
Let me ask you something. What if the problem isn't that you don't want to be successful badly enough? What if it is not that you lack motivation? What if you are not lazy, broken, or behind in life? What if you are just repeating the same patterns every single day without even realizing it? Because here's the uncomfortable truth: most people don't fail because they make one big mistake, they fail because they keep making small mistakes consistently.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to our episode 1 of this season. As we promised, we were gonna release episode this February, considering this episode. So today we are gonna be talking about habits, and our sources from the book Atomic Habit, written by James Clear. So the book emphasizes on how small habits, when accumulated, can turn into big, dangerous, or helpful habit. And it also says that our habits are in a constant election, voting for who we desire to be and who we already are. So let's get through it. So we're going to be talking our first point, the big lie. We have been taught to believe a lie that change happens in moments, that success comes from motivation, that one big decision will suddenly fix everything. But the real life doesn't work like that. Nobody wakes up successful, nobody wakes up disciplined, nobody wakes up confidence. All gotta be built day by day, break by break. What actually happens is much less dramatic and much more powerful. People become who they are through repetition. You don't rise to a new life, you slowly drift into one. And the scary part, you can drift into the wrong direction just as easily as the right one. Segment 2, why you feel stuck. Let's be real, especially for our generation. We scroll for hours, then feel guilty. We plan big, then procrastinate. We promise ourselves tomorrow, then repeat yesterday. And after a while, we don't just feel tired, we feel ashamed, we feel forgotten, we feel drained. So we label ourselves, I'm lazy, I lack discipline, I'm not just built for it. But the truth is, nobody is actually built for anything. You become who you ought to be through repetition. But here disclaimer, you are not the problem, your patterns are. Habits are like invisible food. Every action you take is voting with the type of person you are becoming. One food doesn't decide the election, but repeated food always do. So let's talk about the 1% reality. Here is something most people underestimate. Small changes feel pointless in the moment, but they are unstoppable over time. Reading one page feels useless, skipping one workout feels harmless, putting something off just today feels innocent. But habits don't work onto this time, they work on tomorrow identity. Your life doesn't change when you feel ready. It changes when your habits make readiness unavoidable. Main segment. Let's talk about identity shift. We understand that identity talks about who we are, how people view us to be. That's the key point about identity. When we talk about shift, it may change. Either moving from upward, downward, or from down up. When we talk about motion, action. This is where everything flips. Most people ask, what do I want to achieve? But the better questions are, who am I becoming? What kind of person would naturally do this? What does someone like that do daily without forcing it? So, here's the key point. For example, you ought to be someone who is healthy, right? You ought to be someone who is well disciplined. But you don't become disciplined by categorizing it or as a goal, or rather as a state of being. You categorize it in this way. A person who want to be healthy, what do they do? What do a person who want to become healthy do? Would they eat junk, or would they rather eat balanced diet? Would they jog, or would they sleep or stroll tirelessly? So that's how you judge. You judge yourself as the person, as that person who could be in this state. Because habits aren't just action, they are identity in motion. Every time you show up, you reinforce who you believe you are. Every time you're done, you reinforce something else. You don't wake up one day confident. You build confidence until confidence has no choice but to appear. So here's one of our last segments. Real life, no filter. Let's get to it. Let's bring this one. That dream you keep talking about, the version of yourself you admire, the life that you think is far away. It is not far. It's just unfamiliar. And unfamiliar feels uncomfortable. Our brain is designed in a way to make us to seek comfort. So your brain pulls you back to what's known, even if it's destroying you slowly. Comfort is not safety. Comfort is just familiarity. And habits are how comfort keeps control. So here's the unfiltered truth. Let me leave you with this. You don't need a new year. You don't need motivation. You don't need to become someone else overnight, as you claim. You need one small habit done consistently that proves to you you are becoming. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because in the end, your habits will either work for you or quietly work against you. And the most dangerous habits, the one you don't even notice. This was Alvin Unfiltered. Temple out here, guys. So thank you for watching this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.